What's up, tribe? Welcome to my channel. This will be a pick a card, pick a crystal, pick a deck reading, and it will be a general one. We'll just leave it open. We'll just ask our spirit guides what messages do they have for us at this moment. And I do ask that you take at least 3 deep breaths before you make your choice. Bring your awareness to the present moment, and I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. So if you chose the Good Tarot deck with the green emerald stone, this is your reading. We'll start it off with a card from the Dream Decoder deck for the overall energy, and the card we got is Trees, Mountains and Gardens. Because they are landscape features, trees in a dream may seem incidental, but they often refer to your spiritual and emotional development. Forests typically symbolize the unknown. They may reflect feelings of being lost or confused. If so, the way out is to trust your intuition. Such a dream gives a clear sign you need to find inner strength and reconnect with what truly matters. The denser and gloomier the wood, the more urgently you need to move towards clarity and contentment. However, if the mood is of wonder and joy, the dream may point to the benefits of deeply exploring the mysteries of the self, or of life itself. A mountain indicates a challenge you must overcome. The view of the valley below is the reward for persistence. Gardens refer to areas of potential growth in your life. Grass suggests a desire to be closer to nature or to your natural self. And with our next card being the Ace of Water, I see that you have been deeply exploring the mysteries of the self, because where else would you find this? Mother of Pearls, representing infinite abundance, unconditional love, the fertility of love. The Mother of Pearls also represents protection, and that's what your spirit guides and higher self is sending you a message of. You're always protected. So the next card, being the Seven of Air, tells me, well, first of all, can you see how long her nose is? It reminds me of Pinocchio a little bit. And it tells me that, like the traditional tarot's meaning of the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords in the tarot, it indicates deceit, trickery, theft, and I don't think you're deceiving other people. You're deceiving yourself. The Good Tarot's meaning of this card is non-conformity and living life on your own terms without people pleasing. And I think you're finding yourself alone, but not because nobody understands you or understand your abilities or gifts. It's because you're telling yourself that's the truth. It's as if this one's looking at her going like, what are you doing there? You're talking to ducks and birds. Come here and start working on your pentacles. If you want to have a box like this, you gotta get started. Stop lying to yourself. This one's definitely using her intuition to create her fortune there, her Ten of Pentacles. And she doesn't need anybody else. It's only her and the Ten of Pentacles. Usually it depicts a couple, a dog, She doesn't need anyone to create this. She's doing it all by herself. And she's saying, come on, you can do it too. She's also saying, look, you've been blessed with foresight. You have clairvoyance abilities. They can be put to good use. Now come on, get up. This one's also saying, it's time to go. You got a bridle on your dark side, your dark horse, and the chariot wants to get there, so we're moving, let's go. This here, even though her hand is down, to me it looks like her hand is pointing to the moon. And it's saying, look, you're a butterfly, you've already transformed. Stop pretending like you're not ready, and let's go. Let's go to the moon. Let's go to your intuition. Let's tap into your abilities. Let's see what else is out there. Come on, we're moving. Don't make fun of my nail polish. This one's saying, we are blessing everything that we've been through. It's over. It's only up from now on. Look, she's breathing it out. All her negative memories. I'm releasing them right now. And I can see that there are angels all around me. And they're telling me it's time to use your wings. This here is Mother Earth, Gaia. It's so funny that the same message keeps repeating with the trees and the gardens, and this is all nature telling you, look at that moth in her hand. They're like, look, we gave you a gift. We have a gift for you. It's time to use it. It's required. That's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope it resonated. If not, feel free to pick another pile. I send you my love, and I hope you stay safe. Bye for now. Welcome back, group number 2. If you chose the Wisdom of the Oracle deck with the red ruby, this is your reading. We'll start it off with a card from the Dream Decoder deck for the overall energy. And the card you got is Intruders. A house or a home can represent your ego or inner world. So intruders or burglars usually indicate that a deep transformation is taking place or is needed. You may feel deeply insecure, especially if you don't know who the intruder is. Perhaps you need to take measures to build your confidence. There may be particular aspects of yourself you don't feel comfortable with. If so, acknowledge what they are and work out a way of dealing with them. A variation of this dream carrying a similar meaning is trying to hold a door shut to keep someone out, or knowing that someone else is in your house without your say-so. If you wake feeling anxious, this suggests a problem that is quite severe. Spend some time in self-reflection to identify what is troubling you deep down, and then ask yourself what steps are needed to find calm. This next card also tells us to not only find calm but find joy in the present moment, and to not take ourselves too seriously, to view our life from the eyes of a clown, not to be taken in the literal sense, just find more humor. This card also tells us to find humor in the present moment, in our circumstance, in our situation, whatever it may be, and to not take ourselves too seriously. This card says that anytime you find your mind anywhere else but the present moment, meaning if it drifts back to the past or it's looking too far ahead in the future, then you are literally leaking power. This card tells me that in the recent past you may have been led by serendipitous events and synchronicities to a circumstance or a person you thought is perfect for you.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Just ignore my Siri. So, I lost my train of thought. Yes, so this tells us that maybe you've been led to that person or circumstance to learn an important lesson before you strike lucky, before you hit the jackpot. This tells you to surrender the things that you cannot change and know what those things are. Sometimes we don a mask to appear more attractive to others or to fit in. With this card right here in the middle, and with the first card reminding us that the house represents the ego, this is you swinging between true fulfillment and life purpose and true abundance and opportunities created from being your authentic self, and superficial abundance, you know, chasing after every sparkly little thing, a fast car, a big house, status. Not that these things are bad or they're not to be acquired or desired, but if you find yourself leaving this house, which represents home, coming home to yourself, finding a place where you fit in, truly fit in, and you can rest and create and be who you were truly meant to be, an emissary of spirit. If this takes you away from this place, then spirit is nudging you to wait, because the real abundance is coming up. And if you don't want to go round and round again in karmic cycles because you have not learned your lesson, so you find yourself in the same place of, what did I do wrong? Why am I feeling miserable? Why am I? It's because you're not making new choices. You're not choosing yourself. I hope that did have a message for you. If not, please feel free to pick another pile if that's not where you see yourself. I send you my love. I hope you stay safe. Bye for now. Welcome back, group 3. If you chose the Enchanted map pile, this is your reading. We'll start it off with an overall energy card from the Dream Decoder deck, and the card we got is Children. And it says, children in dreams tend to be positive signs, symbolizing joy, spontaneity, or warmth. Depending on your circumstances, they could also indicate a desire for more fun, energy, or innocence. Another possible interpretation is that a dream child represents your attitude to your own childhood. The meaning could also relate to any current feelings of vulnerability or dependency you may have. Forgetting or losing a child is a reminder to focus your energy in your waking life on what truly matters. Perhaps you're focused more on providing for your family than on being with them. This is a common issue in the work-life balance dilemma. Dreams of unborn children you may one day have suggest future potential you have yet to identify or focus on. In rare instances, such dreams may indeed show your unconscious mind crossing the boundaries of time and space to glimpse your future intuitively. How interesting. I'm going to do this because it looks better. So, this card has a very deep message for us. And it says, always, always be yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn. Then be a unicorn. Okay, I'll be serious now. Our next card is flying. And it says, by soaring above life's challenges and opportunities, you now have a new perspective. It's like the hangman hangs upside down to have a different perspective. This is soaring above it all and viewing everything from Source's perspective. So doing that gives you magical wings. It enables you to align your circumstances to your highest purpose. The magical shapeshifter. Oh, see, I keep saying shapeshifter because to me, and it could be because I listen to way too many Alan Watts talks, but whenever I'm being challenged or pushed to my limit in a relationship or with people, I always remind myself that I know you, trickster. I know you're just, Source manifesting itself in different life forms to teach me lessons, to help me grow, teach me lessons like patience and tolerance again, tolerance again, and tolerance one more time. So this magical map shifter though is all about you. Okay, so when you get that higher perspective, you're aware enough to be able to recognize the people that came into your life that really impacted your personal growth, the people that invite you to be the best you, the people that were put in your path to cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents that they are. So that new perspective helps you recognize these people as being put there by design, by your higher self to initiate you into a better version of yourself. And then you don't have to forgive that ex that broke your heart, because him breaking your heart was necessary for you going after your wildest dreams. So you thank him instead of forgive him. That's higher perspective. This next card is all about asking for help when you need it, and then knowing that your biggest support comes from your higher self. This card also tells me that there's an aspect of yourself that's trapped and that you're not looking at. She looks like a bride to me, and that may refer to your desire to get married, especially with the commitment card ending the reading. There's no way he can see her unless she takes that jump. In Norway and Iceland, the word waterfall translates as foss, which in Latin is a derivative word element relating to light. So waterfalls often relate to a great release of emotions, rejuvenation and renewal of spirit. So I think the only way for her to be seen by him is for her to have enough faith in the light and take that jump by releasing all her emotions that would help rejuvenate her and renew her spirit. And then the rescue's right there, but she has to trust enough. Magic prayer. This also says that your prayers are being answered, or have been answered, rather. The card compass tells us that as long as we orient our compass to our true north, i.e. the direction of our higher power, we'll never be lost. A book called The Atomic Habits says that goals are good for the direction and that systems are best for making progress, which is all that life is, progress. So you do well to fall in love with the systems, i.e. life, i.e. progress. This says that your dreams, coupled with your talents and hopes, will carry you forward, and that people and circumstances are now coming out of the sea of potential and forming a wave that you can ride to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Funny, because the next card is all about obstacles, the mountain. And this is saying you're flowing over obstacles. This is such a direct message. This is about you blocking yourself from a dream you have, wink wink, by still, I mean, you do have a higher new perspective, but there's just one obstacle, one thought pattern that you still need to overcome to get there. That's what I'm getting anyway. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and I send you my love. I hope you stay safe. Bye for now. If you chose the Muse tarot deck with the turquoise tone, then this is your reading. And please don't tell the other 3 piles, but oh my god, I could not wait to start this reading. This is the first time I'm using this Muse tarot, and I was right to get excited about it. Stick around and you'll see what I'm talking about. We start off with a card from the Dream Decoder deck. This card is called People. And it says some dreams are empty of people. Some are heavily populated. Frequently, people in a dream will represent aspects of your own personality or preoccupations. This is true of friends and acquaintances, but it can also apply to strangers. A useful point to remember when you have a puzzling dream about someone you've never met. The key to understanding might be what they say or do rather than who they are. People working together might suggest the importance of cooperation. Perhaps you envy a relationship that seems to be more harmonious than yours, or perhaps you feel isolated in your job and would like more contact with others. People bumping into each other may donate frustration about individuals who are involving themselves in personal affairs, or simply a deep-seated wish for more solitude. If there are people present when you are doing something private, such as using the bathroom, this usually indicates insecurity or low self-esteem. And I think that you may, like most of us, still have some self-confidence issues, because this Six of Voices tells me that this is a higher aspect of yourself that is trying to get you to cross over the spiky thought patterns that tell you that you're not beautiful enough, or that you're not enough in some way. And I said, well, look at how this for me looks like headphones. She can hear how the universe thinks about you, how your higher self, higher aspect. She's tuned into a different frequency, and she's helping you cross to the other side of that. And she's helping you cross. You're crossing to a new way of viewing yourself. Look at her. It's as if she's seeing herself for the first time, like, whoa, I have not realized how beautiful I truly look. And with the lotus there, I'm getting the message that the muddy waters is what transformed her. She may have been thinking, oh my God, coming from such muddy waters tarnishes my beauty. This is all about outward appearances. And now you see better, you see clearly how beautiful you truly are. The birds are chirping, just as I said that. And this card, because this reminds me of an aircraft window, and because the Dream Decoder deck has a message about planes in a dream, and it says they represent exploring new territories, and it says that planes in a dream suggest new experiences and excitement, and that's what I get from this card. Excitement, your new vision that she's helping you get to, that new frequency, perspective of higher self that she's trying to get you to cross to, is giving you excitement that's enough to help you overcome mountains, and mountains represent obstacles. So say for example your dream of becoming a supermodel, and you have these voices telling you, oh, but your nose is this and your ear is that, and this is helping you overcome huge obstacles. And we all know of these amazing models that don't look anything like your typical model, but they are so beautiful and they have so much self-confidence because they have that perspective. They know how beautiful they are, regardless of other people's opinions. The next card is Muse of Emotions. This deck has muses instead of aces. So the Muse of Emotion is the Ace of Cups. And in the traditional tarot, it depicts a hand, it depicts a cup being extended by the divine, an overflowing cup of love, unconditional love, abundance, all of that. But here, she's drinking her own cup. And this star over there reminds me that you shouldn't view everything as black and white, because I don't like saying you should, okay? You better... Confirmation over there. Alright, I hear ya. I hear ya. Okay, so it says that not everything is black and white. Many of the things you view as black and white actually fall in the gray spectrum. So someone might look at her and say, it's so selfish to drink your own cup. That's just not the way it was meant to be. You're supposed to extend your cup to others. But she knows better than to listen to other people, and she knows when she needs to drink her own cup. So she's doing it. One of my favorite readers, Santaro, she's also using this deck. We're just being attracted to the same decks. I hope we have different messages though. So anyway, she says that this card, oh my god, there's so much going on in this card. And so many messages to be interpreted. But I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm going to say after she drank her own cup, she took a dive into her emotions and explored the beauty of her inner world, I want to say. The fish always represents abundance, so there's an abundance of creativity that stems from her tapping into her emotions, and beautiful colors. This is also reminding me of this time like a submarine or like a yacht's window. Beautiful. So one of my favorite readers, Santaro, which I keep dropping a link to her channel below. I just have to, because she started using the same deck as well. And to her, this looks like when you stare at the sun for too long, and then it becomes... For me, I do sun gaze, and after a while of gazing, the sun becomes blue, not black, but blue, and there is like a circle of fire going round and round. And so this for me is a different, it's shifting your perspective. It goes from the sun being the brightest to the sun being the darkest. So it talks all about shifting perspective. So maybe when that higher voice, when that higher aspect of yourself helps you cross, it helps you shift your perspective and cross again to take a look at your options. But these options have a light. Your higher aspect is shedding a light on your new options that you would not have perceived with your old eyes. That could be one of the messages that this card has, or one of the ways this could be interpreted. This one though, oh my god, I'm gonna have to read a little bit for you because I looked up the meaning of like a vase or a clay vase in particular, and this is what I got. It says, the vase, water pot or pitcher is a universal symbol for the Great Mother. It contains the cosmic waters as the feminine receptive principle, the life source. It stands for acceptance, fertility, and the heart. The alchemical or hermetic vase always means the place where miracles occur. It is the mother's womb in which new birth takes shape, hence the belief that the vase holds the secrets of transmutation. And in Buddhist tradition, one of the 8 auspicious symbols is the vase of inexhaustible treasure, symbolizing spiritual abundance. This vase always remains full in spite of how much is taken from it. So what I'm getting is she is carrying the secrets that she's learned of transmutation, and that vase of unexhaustible amount of treasure, treasure being transmutation, healing. It also reminds me of the star card. So this tells me that you have learned many secrets of transmutation. You have magical powers now, powers of healing through acceptance, through creativity, through nourishment of self and others. And you are climbing mountains to share it with people who need it the most. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your love. And thank you for joining me. If you did enjoy this message, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, I send you my love. I hope you stay safe. Bye for now.